everybody, it is Nick Collings here. Time for another trip down memory lane. Now, many moons ago, back in the mid-90s, me as a teenager, I used to go out to a lot of house parties and to a lot of raves at the time. I just couldn't get enough of electronic music, and I have a very fond memory around about 1996, heading to a house party. It was in Newton, and when I got there were all types of people, a little bit of drinking, people talking, and the soundtrack that was playing was quite a melodic little techno groove that was going on, and I was like, man, I like this tune. What is this? And so a person handed me a red CD, and I looked at it, and it was by a guy called Dave Clarke. Now, Dave Clarke is one of the pioneers of the UK techno scene, and that particular album that I was grooving to was Archive 1. I went out and grabbed a copy of that as soon as I could find it. In fact, it was quite hard to find at that particular time, but I got my mitts on it and I've listened to it over and over. But one tune on that particular album stood out for me, and that is the tune I'm going to talk to you about today. My favourite techno tune of all time, and I can say that without doubt, Dave Clarke, Southside. Now, it samples the 1979 disco classic from Gene Chandler called When You're Number One, and the opening line mentions Southside of Chicago. So that is why the tune is called Southside. Now, this one came out in 1995, so even before I was starting to DJ. So when I did start to DJ, I wanted to go and find all the tunes that I loved, and I managed to get my mitts on this. What's cool about Dave Clarke Southside as well is on a nice tasty little blue vinyl as well, and sort of my love for Dave Clarke in particular kind of grew out of that particular tune, Southside. So that is the tune that I highly recommend and I'm talking about today. Other things you should check out, and what I checked out after that, I was like, all right, what else has Dave Clarke done? What can I find? I found another great mix CD called, was put out by X-Mix, called Electro Boogie. That was in 1996. But the one that I highly recommend you should go out, it's a classic mix CD, came out in 1998, so 21 years ago now. It is Electro Boogie Volume 2, The Throwdown. It is a mix of kind of the hip-hop electro from back in the day, not the like electro house that was kind of popular maybe 10 years ago, but hip-hop electro. And I fell in love with that. I still listen to that album to this day as well. So today, I highly recommend you should go and get Dave Clarke's Southside, and in particular go find Archive 1, because it has many great other tunes on it as well, which if you're a vinyl nerd, you probably might even have in the record collection as Red 1, Red 2, Red 3. That is Dave Clarke Southside. If you like this video and you want more videos like this, chuck a little mention in the comments. Tell me what you want to hear, what I can talk to you about. I would love, and I thrive off your feedback. If you want me to keep doing these videos, I will for you. Also, check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/DJ Nick Collings, and I have set up an Instagram page for all the old stuff. I resurrected a brand that I used to have called Backtracks, so look that up on Instagram. Backtracks spelled BACKTRAXNZ. This is Nick Collings, signing off.